Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning everyone. We are from Group 6 and today we would like to present our final ESP design portfolio entitled Culinary Industry. My name is Nimada Della Cynthia with student ID number is A121-23089. And my friends,
My name is Magfira Sunaya with student ID number A121238085.
in this presentation, we will explain the three important phases of our project. Phase 1 is ESP Target Situation Report, and Phase 2 is ESP Syllabus Blueprint, and Phase 3 is Material Adaptation. We hope this presentation can give a clear understanding of how ESP can support culinary students in professional communication. All right, in this material is Phase 1 about ESP Target Situation Report, and I will explain the introduction to Phase 1. In Phase 1, we analyze the target situation and identify the communication problems faced by culinary students in workplace settings. We choose the culinary field because English communication is very important in restaurants and hotels, especially when interacting with international customers.
I will explain about scenario identification. The main problem in our project is that culinary students are expected to communicate professionally in English during internships. They need to explain menus, take customer orders, recommend food, and handle complaints politely. However, many students still lack confidence in speaking English, have limited culinary vocabulary, and are afraid of making grammatical mistakes. This creates a gap between workplace expectations and students' current English ability.
And next, we identify the stakeholders and target learners. The stakeholders are restaurant managers, chef, and hotel supervisor. They expect students to communicate clearly, politely, and professionally with foreign customers. Meanwhile, the target learners are culinary students with basic to intermediate English proficiency. Although they still struggle with fluency and vocabulary, they are highly motivated because English skills are important for their future careers.
And next, about the needs matrix. We also use Hutchinson and Withers needs analysis consisting of necessities, likes, and wants. Necessities: students need to explain menu, take orders, and communicate politely in English. Likes: students still like culinary vocabulary, like confidence, and have difficulty understanding foreign accents. And the last one, wants. Student wants to speak more fluently, sound professional, and feel more confident when using English.
And next, we move to the negotiated solution. To solve these problems, we design learning activities based on real restaurant situation. The activities include is first, role play, restaurant simulation, menu explanation practice, and customer service communication. These activities are expected to improve student fluency, confidence, and professional communication skill.
Okay, next, phase 2, DESP syllabus blueprint. The first one, course overview. In the phase 2, we designed the ESP syllabus. The course title is English Communication for Culinary Students. This is an 8-week intensive course designed to improve students' English communication skills in restaurant and hospitality settings. The syllabus focuses on the practical communication and workplace situations.
And next point is the negotiated syllabus table, and I will explain about the topic, and my friends will explain the learning activities. In this topic, there are 5 points. The first one is greeting and welcoming customer. And next is taking food and beverage orders. And next is explaining the menu and ingredients. The next topic is recommending food and handling complaints. And the last is restaurant service simulation.
And then about learning activities. The learning activities include role play, pronunciation practice, theory discussion, listening practice, menu presentation, and restaurant stimulation. These activities help students practice English in realistic situations.
In this point is about rationale of progression. The syllabus is organized from simple to more complex communication skill. Students first learn basic greetings, then move to taking orders, and next is explaining menus, and finally handling complaints and full restaurant simulation. This progression helps students to build confidence gradually.
Okay, next about assessment strategy. We use two assessment strategies, formative assessment and summative assessment. I will explain about formative assessment and my friends explain about summative assessment. Formative assessment include vocabulary activities, pronunciation practice, speaking activities, and role plays during the learning process.
And for the summative assessment, student performs a final restaurant service simulation in English. The assessment focuses on 5 points. The first one is pronunciation, and the second fluency. Next is grammar and vocabulary, and next is confidence, and the last one is professional communication skill. And we move to the page 3, which is part 2, is material adaptation. The first one is the authentic test. In page 3, we adapt authentic materials for learning activities. We use an authentic restaurant menu as the main teaching material because it reflects real workplace communication in restaurant.
Okay, next, the pedagogical task. We designed several tasks based on the restaurant menu. The tasks include completing dialogues, role play practice, and speaking challenges. Students practice how to greet customers, explain menu items, recommend food, and respond professionally. Okay, next about assessment criteria. The assessment criteria include pronunciation, fluency, vocabulary, grammar, confidence, and interaction skills. Students are evaluated based on how professionally and effectively they communicate in English.
And next is part 3, which is the design rationale. Our material adaptation is based on the needs identified in page 1. We use authentic materials and workplace-based tasks because ESP learning should focus on real communication needs. Roleplay and restaurant simulation help students prepare for actual workplace situation in the culinary industry.
Okay, next we move to part 4, final self-reflection. First one, what is the most challenging part of balancing internal and external factors? And in the final self-reflection, we discuss the challenges we faced while designing this ESP course. The most challenging part was balancing the expectations of stakeholders with the actual English abilities of the students. Restaurants managers and hotel supervisors expect students to communicate professionally, accurately, and confidently in English. However, many culinary students still have limited vocabulary, low confidence, and difficulty speaking fluently. Because of this, we needed to create learning activities that were both professional and supportive for students with basic to intermediate English proficiency. And the second, If you had more time, what would you add to this ESP course? This is future improvements. If we had more time, we would add more listening activities using authentic restaurant conversations and videos with different English accents.
And this is the references of our portfolio ESP design. And I will make a conclusion. So our ESP design portfolio was designed to help culinary students improve their English communication skill for professional purpose in culinary and industry. Through phase one, we analyze the learner needs, workplace demands, and communication challenges. In phase two, we develop an ESP syllabus that focuses on practical communication skill. And the last, in phase three, we adapt authentic materials such as restaurant menus and create realistic learning tasks to help students practice English communication in workplace situation. So overall, this project showed that ESP learning should be connected to real professional needs so that students can be better prepared to communicate effectively and professionally in their future careers in the culinary industry.
Okay, that brings us to the end of our presentation. Thank you very much for your attention today.
We hope our presentation has provided useful insight about the implementation of ESP in the culinary industry and how English communication skill can support students in their future careers. We sincerely apologize if there are any mistakes in our presentation. Thank you once again and have a great day, everyone. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.
Bye bye.